Here's a few movies to check out this week, currently on Netflix Instant. Action fantasy, Underworld. More than likely a lot of you have already seen this, but I'm just pointing this out there for the few that haven't. Kate Beckinsale plays a vampire who is part of what's called Death Dealers. And it's all part of this ongoing war that's been going on for decades between the werewolves and the vampires, or the lichens and the vampires. She meets up with a guy who's a half-breed, and it puts a new spin on the war of the vampires and the lichens. I believe they're working on a 5th movie right now, and it's kind of cool to go back to the original, because I do enjoy the sequels, but the first is definitely the best of the bunch. Action. Kickboxer 2. This is the sequel to the Jean-Claude Van Damme Kickboxer, where Sasha Mitchell plays the brother of Jean-Claude Van Damme's character from the first movie. Story-wise, it's a little light. You've got Sasha Mitchell, who is more or less forced to fight Tong Po, who was the bad guy in the original. It's better than you think it's going to be. The action sequences were really good. Sasha Mitchell was very likable, and he's not the dumbbell that he played on Step by Step. Coming into a sequel when you've got another actor taking over is always kind of rough, but I thought that they did a good job with it. If you like the first one, it's worth checking out the sequel. Action adventure, Alive. This is based on a true story about a rugby team that's plane crashes in the Andes, and they're trapped up there for a very long time and resort to cannibalism to survive. It's a very sad movie, and the plane crash sequence is one of the scariest ones I've ever seen, where the back of the plane rips off and different teammates are being thrown out of the plane. But the drama that happens while they're on the ground and they're deciding what they're going to do to survive, because there's nothing up there to eat. And there's quite a few of them that live, and they kind of do what they need to survive. Very well shot, very heart-wrenching, and I don't know how much of it is true, but if even a fraction of it is true, then these guys just went through hell. Comedy, Grandma's Boy. Initially, the first time I saw this, it was a offshoot under Adam Sandler's Happy Madison production company. And I was a little iffy on how it was going to be, but oh my God, I adore this movie. It is so goddamn funny. Alan Covert plays a 35-year-old game tester who gets kicked out of his apartment and is forced to go live with his grandmother and her old roommates. And just the stuff that they do is freaking hilarious. There's a lot of good video game references. Nick Swardson's in it. He's hilarious. Jonah Hill is funny in it, but this was back before he became a douchebag. It's stoner humor and video game references and just weirdness all kind of thrown into one package. It's endlessly quotable. There's just so many funny moments in it. Me and my wife, we reference it frequently. It's easily better than any of the post-Waterboy Adam Sandler movies. Seriously, if you want a comedy that is genuinely funny, you have to watch this one. Okay, so next week, the Netflix videos are going to start showing up at 8 o'clock. That's 8 Eastern Standard Time on Fridays. So look for them then. That's all I got for this week. I'll see you next time.